Yes, Uncle, I know that you've worked in mission organizations as well as the church. Now I want to pick your brain on what you think of mission organizations and what are some of the issues that you see in Christian mission organizations.
Yeah, that, my first observation is that these mission organizations were started way back in 70s, 60s and 70s, and those who started were not young people who started them. They were the Friends Missionary Prayer Band, for instance. They were all very very senior people at that time. But what has happened is they have passed on. But what I'm not sure is whether that vision that they have has been transferred to the successors. And then I have noticed, I have been in one missionary organization, and I have noticed they are not that committed as the original people were. The work is going on. Work is going on. People are there. They're having missionaries and all that. But that connection between the founder and his team is not that very
the passing on the vision, passing on the baton.
So what has happened is they are missionary organization. They are still there, but they don't seem to be effective. I don't know. I'm not hearing much.
So how do we overcome this gap in passing on the vision, passing on the torch, as it were? What are some practical things that can be done to prevent it by senior leaders?
You see, what happens is what did Jesus do? Jesus developed. He developed John. He developed Peter. He developed James. That development is missing.
That's what is called as discipleship.
You see, the development of, that second line, you develop them as yourself. Jesus, John was talking about love so much. It's surprising that Paul also got developed by Christ, because he said, I didn't learn anything from anybody, I learned everything from Christ. So that development of that leader, putting that in that success is very important, which is not done.
Yeah, that's a very good point, Uncle. So when you say that Jesus developed people that were right under him, I'm seeing one thread that is consistent in how Jesus did it. He spent time with them. So is it fair to say that time spending with somebody younger, with somebody that works for you, works along with you, is of paramount importance in passing on the vision?
Yes, vision. Passing on the vision. You see, I don't know if I'm correct in saying this, but I think over the years, leaders have developed favorites among the...
Can you say that again?
I think over the years, leaders have developed favorites among them.
That's very well put. Okay.
So they don't give the equal attention. They don't give the attention that the successor needs, because that favorite is always feeding him with something. This is a phenomenon that I have seen in organizations.
Right.
So what has happened is the leader is missing his vision. So what he's doing is he is thinking of his being successful, which is very good, which is necessary, being effective, that is important. But what he's not doing is he's not keeping consistent with the vision that God has given to him. That was more important to him. He must not look at others. He must look at God and see what God wants him to do, and try to. That is what Jesus did. The Father, whatever the Father did, he said, I have taught everything that you have told me to the disciples. That's what is missing now, because I shouldn't be worried about my leadership. Really, I never was like that. I never was. I'm the leader, so everybody has to. No, I never did that. I was always feeling that the success is in developing your younger people.
Wow.
They are the next person. They are next person. If they reflect you, That's the greatest
compliment
achievement
that you can
have.
get. Yes, that's very beautifully put. Okay, that's helpful to know. And so you are saying that there are leaders that are developing favorites rather than people that they can entrust the work with. Or in other words, the one that is next in line is trying to please the leader than perhaps carry on the vision of the church.
Yes.